Kosukoju Girls Punsun. About the duo who I thought were kids but were actually 175 centimeters giant puppy-like beauties. Girls short story collection. Pornography obsessing over female genitalia. Featuring female genitalia as the main characters for female genitalia. The female erogenous zone is centered around the clitoris and its internal structure. Only 20% of women reach orgasm through vaginal penetration alone. Bang dash. Along with a sharp popping sound, a kill log appeared on the top right of the monitor. Turning her back to the blue electromagnetic field closing in on the screen, the woman, looking away from her 8x scope, pulled her headset microphone closer. Giant puppy, 2 behind the ridge at 3 o'clock. I downed one, but the angle isn't coming out. Don't push in too hard. As soon as her lazy and husky order dropped, a bouncy high-pitched voice rang urgently over Discord. It was unmistakably the voice of a boy before his voice had changed. Ah, Nuna. I'll pop a smoke and rotate right away. I can break through. Hey kiddo. I told you to wait. Before she could stop him, a heavy armored vehicle on the screen charged madly toward the enemy lines. The character jumping out of the car scattered smoke grenades in the air and began grinding down the enemies, blocking the way with an assault rifle like a wild beast. It was a mindless but marvelous breakthrough achieved by pure physical skill. The woman let out a short sigh and quickly pulled the charging handle of her sniper rifle, blowing off the head of the remaining enemy. You have become the last surviving team. Golden letters flashed brilliantly in the center of the screen. The cheers of the kid, jumping up and down over the headset, could be heard. Awesome. Cut. Did you see that, Nuna? The woman smirked and leaned back against the chair. You're good, our kiddo. You said you live near our school. Today, Nuna will buy you ramen at the PC cafe. Get yourself out here. Whoa, seriously? I'll wash up and head out right away. An hour later. PC cafe smoking room front, the most cornered couple seat. A woman wearing a black tracksuit setup sat with her legs crossed, tapping on her smartphone screen. In her earlobe, revealed under a short leaf cut, 3 or 4 silver piercings sparkled coldly in the light of the PC monitor. Ah, why isn't this kid coming? A low and husky voice flowed lazily from between her lips. A student from a different department at the same university, she met on a survival shooting game community Discord channel. The voice that followed her every night saying Nuna Nuna was unmistakably like a male middle schooler. They were about to have their first offline PC cafe date today. At that moment, the PC cafe automatic door opened, and a large shadow stepped inside. The woman's gaze naturally turned toward the entrance and then froze. Standing well over 175 centimeters with shoulders wider than most men, walking with both hands shoved deep into the pockets of a loose gray hoodie, the figure looked unmistakably like an athlete or a well-built engineering student. Through the shaggy short hair that almost covered the eyes, a clean face without a trace of makeup was looking around for a seat. Handsome. The woman thought so instinctively and tried to lower her gaze back to her smartphone, until that tall male college student walked straight to the seat in front of her and stopped. Large hands scratching the head, the faint scent of fabric softener wafting from the hoodie, and then a clear and bouncy high-pitched voice, completely mismatched with that giant physique, poured over the woman's head. Excuse me, are you Husky Nuna? The woman's dark eyebrows arched up sharply. That familiar voice she heard every night. The woman slowly scanned up the massive figure in front of her. A flat chest under the hoodie, but the lines of the skeleton were subtly different from a man's. A woman. And a stunningly handsome and massive one at that. You. The woman opened her lips, hiding her bewilderment, with her characteristic lazy and husky voice. You're that kid. Seeing the giant figure nodding her head like a wagging puppy, the woman let out a dry laugh. She had a feeling that today's gaming was already doomed.